But we begin now with News 8's Heather Hope, who is live in Poway outside of the synagogue where dozens of worshipers are still waiting to be interviewed. Heather.
Right, those worshipers inside the Chabad right behind me, they have been interrogated for the last few hours, not being able to be released as they now have to give those statements to detectives for this lengthy investigation that is continuing on right now. We have not seen anyone come out to be released. He joined live by Congressman Scott Peters. And then, Congressman, when you got word of the news today, just what went through your head? What's your message?
I thought, oh no, it's not happening here. I mean, we've seen these things happen in places throughout the country. We know they're tragedies, but they've always been tragedies from afar. And you sometimes think maybe it's only a matter of time before it happens to our community, and here it is today. But today, our thoughts and our prayers are with the victims and their families, the community of Poway, and the Chabad community.
Thank you so much. Congressman Scott Peters joining us live here right outside the Chabad, just to give us some more insight as to how the community will now grapple with this huge and tremendous loss, as dozens are still inside the Chabad being questioned. They are to be reunited with their family members in the coming hours. Still unclear just when. We know there are increased patrols at the synagogue as well as throughout the county, and we will be staying here, learning more from law enforcement. We've been told since it is the last day of Passover, many did not have their cell phones on or available at the time. And as we heard from Congressman Scott Peters just now, that some are inside praying right now. Mayor of Poway, Steve Voss, says that he also will be inside talking with the acting rabbi and those inside just to give a check up on them.
With the latest developments from officials. Heather.
Right, we're right outside the Chabad as dozens are still inside being questioned by officers as this lengthy investigation is just getting underway. We did talk with an employee of the Chabad who said they just underwent a recent training for active shooters after the Pittsburgh synagogue shooting. Here's what she had to say.
It's nauseating. It's just like there's such good people, and the synagogue is just, it's a great community, and they're active in our community. And the shooting in Pittsburgh, he spoke actively about that. And he actually had someone from law enforcement come into the shul and talk to the patrons about how to protect themselves if there was an active shooter.